Oh, you got it working?
Yeah.
How are the levels? Just test everyone. So, Liam, you start talking.
Mild ale is brewed to be lower in alcohol, not lower in flavour. Cooper's unique flavour is cloudy in appearance and derives from a brewing method of top fermentation provided by natural conditioning. A small amount of yeast is added for our beer just before packaging to ensure secondary fermentation,
Right,
which carbonates the beer.
Which
carbonates the beer. It's the fucking flavour.
Have we got a level there?
Yeah,
is it
that's
about
all
the
good.
same as 20 laying around 20?
It's not the same as you.
It needs to be within 3. Okay, Matthew, you talk.
Us two are a bit louder than...
Matthew.
What do you want me to say?
Well, just
Fucking
start talking,
read
telling
that.
the story.
Read
just
that.
It's 10% volume in comparison.
Start practicing. No, just say something. Just start
read
talking.
it. Read it.
Cooper's Brewery, mild ale.
It's like... No.
Hello and welcome back to the Salmon Basketball Podcast. This is episode 8 of the podcast where we reel you in and play ball. I'm Jackson.
I'm Ham Dog.
Just start again. I thought Liam was going next.
He's got a mouthful of chips, mate.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in shapes at the moment. Why would I be going next?
You're a regular.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
to be fair, at this
Mother.
point, he's had he's over
I've
two
had 3
thirds of
episodes.
the- Yeah.
Liam featured on last episode.
Actually,
You
Maddie
weren't
said
here,
you were
Jackson.
the
All right,
No,
let's
I'll
start
have to
again.
go after you, 'cause I'm not part
I
of
thought
the
that was a
original.
good intro, but anyway, we'll start again. Okay, so, fucking hell. Okay, Liam, you introduce before this guy because he needs to wait.
So
for
before
all
Maddie's
checks.
there, all right.
Ready? Hello and welcome to the Salmon Basketball Podcast, where we reel you in and play ball. This is episode 8 of the greatest podcast on the planet. I'm Jackson.
I'm Ham Dog.
And I'm Liam.
I'm Steve. And Jackson, I think that people wouldn't even have listened to episode 7. It's not even out
Yeah,
yet.
where's episode 7?
Okay, I've got to
wait,
address the elephant in the room here. I haven't uploaded episode 7 yet because my computer's fucking up.
So why are we even doing episode 8 tonight?
Because episode 7 will be up by the time that I get episode. I'm going to do a package deal. It's going to be 1-2 punch episode 7, episode 8.
Jeez,
Do you really
I left
think
right
people
tonight.
can stomach 2 episodes, let alone 1?
I think all 15 fans can manage it. They'll fit in the schedule. But anyway, it's good to be back on the podcast because the last episode I was in Japan.
And I thought last episode was our best yet.
Yeah.
Ooh, why's
Oh.
that? Is it because Malcolm's here was gone?
Yeah, bit of conflict here.
Come on.
I'm not going to name any names, but I thought someone might have been dragging us down.
You
So
passed
I
out
think-
halfway.
And then invite a Providian
I
person.
think it was our worst.
Listen, there wasn't a lot of content from what I heard, to be honest. It was a very, bare bones podcast. What was good was really good, and what was bad was absolute chaos. So it was, it was formidable. It was up there with the greats of the podcast. The episode 3s of the world, the episode 5s,
It's pretty much going as good as Game of Thrones season 8.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, it's good to be back from Japan, which I must admit is a very, very different place from Australia, where you can just record podcasts in the street and fight people in bars. It's a very different, futuristic society.
Was there any good stories from Japan that you had? Like you walk down from a bar and you have a big black bouncer that's trying to entice you to come into the pub or something?
Well, I was going to say that it's pretty hard to get wild stories in Japan because everyone's so polite. They don't want to start any shit. And it was funny because for me, because I was quite tall there. I mean, usually I'm tall, but there it was like
Yeah, I mean, just
you're a
for
big
reference,
I'm taking up.
You're
trains.
5'4", so
So I'm a big guy, but
That's Maddie's real height.
that's Matty Z's real height. I'm like a 6'3", and on the trains it was a bit. I had to it's cramped. It's like sardine cans moving at fucking 100 k's an hour. But anyway, so there was Liam was referencing. I had a night out because the nightlife in Japan, in Tokyo, which is where this was quite sublime. And I got to this place, and it was just a food place because one of the people we were with just wanted to get some food, and I sat down and I was looking at the drinks, and one of the things they had was mega beer. Well, you don't put something like mega beer on the menu without,
I mean, that's just enticing confrontation for
You are.
for-
It's just
for
like,
clients.
this beer. This beer is so mega. I have to try it out. So I ordered 2. Up front.
So what, you were double parking, were you?
That's double parking mega
Oh,
beers.
jeez.
And they, to be fair, I mean, they are about the third of the size of a regular German beer. So it was a bit formidable. Steve, have you ever had a mega beer?
Jackson, I just think that you've just gone gung-ho into your Japan stories, but I'm not too sure we want to listen to it now on the podcast.
Even
Or
Roxy
just
wants to leave.
yeah, even the dog's trying to run out. I don't think we just want to hear blah 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 blah.
But
Yeah.
he just came back
You
from
should-
Japan and he has a half decent
Yeah,
story.
yeah,
We didn't even ask him about it though. He just,
I did.
Yeah,
I
Liam
did.
did. Liam
I had said
as soon
the
as we finished
conversation.
saying our names, he just blurted into some story about beer.
No, you blacked out halfway through. I asked him about how his trip to Japan
Yeah,
was.
Liam enticed it, but I do have it on. I wanted to talk a bit about Japan because
There's too many Japanese there.
yeah, there's too many Japanese people, and they have
All
interesting
enhancing.
things. One of the things they have is at petrol stations, the whatever, the petrol
pump,
pumps,
like
the pumps that you put in the car, they hang from the ceiling of the petrol station.
How low is the ceiling?
It's it's like a regular petrol station, it hangs from there. And I was always imagining it would be kind of funny if someone like was to fill up their fuel and then like it just springs back up and pulls them up with it. Because they're just dangling there. I thought that wasn't a very innovative thing, but the train system there is very good.
Oh, so it doesn't actually have like a spot there you can actually put it in.
I mean, yeah, you put it in the
So
car.
it's usually just like a hose, like
That's
hung
not
into
dangling.
to a roof.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you
okay.
let go of it, and I think it springs back up. But I just thought it'd be funny if someone like hung
Springs you
themselves
back up.
with it, and they just went back up and blew
Well,
up.
that's like that YouTuber Jake Paul that just walks into a forest and
Suicide. Yeah, I couldn't find any suicide forests, so I tried to just like really
Yes.
bum people out at the servos because I thought I could turn this. We've already got stuff to act as a noose, so we could probably get something going here. For a cultural experience, as dark as it may be. But do you want to ask me anything about Japan, Steve?
Not
send
really.
the
I
line.
just waited until we had to skip over onto some interesting topic.
But it's
like
it's a
like
segment.
any sort of Tinder.
Steve,
Well,
it's
hang
a
on, wait,
segment.
we might need to edit this out, but like any sort of like
Ah.
Tinder dates or anything,
Oh,
or
Some MILFs, So Steve, last episode you're talking about not being able to get it up. Now you're in a MILFs. What's going on?
You're into older ladies.
Look, let's delete this.
are you a little?
I
Are you,
yeah,
are you
but-
are you desperate?
Why, this is entertaining. I'm just gonna hack into the fucking basketball service. Hey Terry, can you just delete the last 5 minutes? It's getting a
So-
bit
so if you don't
bloody
know,
rude.
Terry Crews actually edits these podcasts, so it's pretty good. Yeah.
So what did you think about Liam Neeson?
Is he a Protestant or a Catholic?
Liam Neeson, do you think he was acting in self-defense? Steve, can you say something?
Are you alive?
Are you alive? Because the reason
gets suffocating.
the reason my story is probably not as stimulating as it could be is I need a bit of. It's like when you tell a story, I try to like fan the flames to help you breathe. It's called a conversation.
He's providing
You're
you
not
with the oxygen.
talking.
So Steve, what's been happening in your world?
Look, let's just talk about Liam. Liam went to the Liberals meeting tonight.
We all
Yeah.
did actually.
Yeah, we all
Do you
did.
want to talk about how we broke into the Liberal Party meeting?
Yeah, you walked through the front door into the Hackney Hotel.
Jennifer's like,
It was for Heinz.
Yeah,
It was the
it was actually a
Liberal.
ticketed event.
No.
Oh.
No, it was
Told us.
it was a
It
Lib-
was just an RSVP, but I thought originally it was a ticketed event,
Yeah,
but then it was
that's-
just
you'd think so.
RSVP.
It was the Liberal thing for the Hindmarsh seat at Hackney Hotel, and we just walked in, and it's like, on the news, when you're watching the election, there's people doing those press conferences, and there's a bunch of their fans behind them going, yes, we won the seat! Some shit like that. It was one of those really fancy kind of, it was just, basically a conference room full
Yeah.
of Liberals.
Yeah, and free Cooper's Pale Ale. I
There
mean,
were
you can't
free
make
beers
it
on
up.
hat.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we smashed them.
And we were all.
And there's a couple of vegetarian pies, which I thought was really weird from a liberal.
I couldn't
liberal
find a bit of
parliament.
meat in that place.
Yeah.
And we're all Labour voters too, so we're just. Except for Steve.
I'm trying to vote for the Greens.
Steve, who did you vote for? Because this is election night. This is the election night. We just got the results. It looks like the coalition are forming government. What do you think, Steve? How did you vote today?
Well, I've had an epiphany. I just realised that all the Liberal supporters, they don't like me.
Yeah.
All the refugees like me. I fit in with the refugees, but I vote for Liberal.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
So you vote for Liberal in One Nation and the UAP, yet immigrants like you.
It's true, Steve.
What is
I mean,
this?
You're stopping friends from coming into the country by not voting for Greens or
We have
Labour.
more friends in the country.
That is a good point.
And
And I
you need all the friends you can get.
I actually hate private school kids from PAC, and
Yeah.
we'll just look at them. They're like wearing these Ralph Lauren polos that are way too big for them,
Do you just hate them because you hate them?
and they're driving around their dad's BMW.
Yeah.
Now, they're wearing pink salmon shirts.
Is that where we got the Salmon Basketball podcast name
Does that
from?
offend you? Are they Rudleys?
Well, some of them probably are, but they don't want to cause trouble for their father.
Would you
Yeah.
ever go to a same-sex school?
What the fuck's the same-sex
Oh, it's
school?
just like PAC.
Oh, right.
It's all the gays go to one.
Yeah, it's just like, I was just thinking of same-sex marriage. All that.
You want to serve on those girls, don't you? You want to get a crush on a Russian home group teacher.
I mean, it's a lot
well.
easier to get.
Steve did a
Ki-
very
ki-
comical, cartoonish shrug then.
Kind of like a MILF, you know. I mean, how's your MILF game going, Maddie?
My Russian home group teacher did love me.
Now tell
Well,
me-
she liked me.
Now
She
it's-
loved you. As in, did you get an A for home group or?
Steve, we can run away together.
Now, Steve, why do you prefer MILFs over the regular age girls?
Well, they do have a house to go back to.
Well,
That's
Is that
true.
it?
That's true. Your house is shit.
You don't want to wake up the kids, don't you?
Just because they're old.
I don't think he's. I don't honestly
won't
don't
last
think
that
that's a problem with him.
Well, that's the definition of a MILF. A MILF is a mother I like to fuck. So, kind of, it's implied in the name that they have kids.
No.
Steve
Yeah.
points in the-
They have a house
Yeah,
to go
these
to.
kids
Is
are
that
never
it?
going to date a MILF.
Just because they own a house.
Oh my god.
They should go to house. Then you should
Yeah.
go to House Owners Are Us.
Actually, when we are supposed to have an extra member tonight, when you gonna buy me a friend?
Well, we didn't have time to organise that. Why would you reference something we didn't do?
Should have come to the Hackney Hotel.
The boot ship's still in September. Do you want to go to the Archipel and pick up a granny?
Still got time.
Tempting the beast.
Just say yes on record, please.
Yeah.
Actually, I would love to.
Ah, woo!
Let's do it. Let's go to the Archipel.
Actually, let's just leave and do a friendly Geordies going around the Aqaba.
Do you want to do that?
Wait, what do you mean a friendly Geordie?
How is that a friendly Geordie?
Like we go around with a camera and just saying, "Would you kiss this guy?"
That's not friendly Geordie.
That's not friendly
Geordie
Geordies.
boss.
Friendly Geordies would be vote Labour now.
By the way, update on a greedy boss. We talked about him on episode 5 with Luke. Turns out he's unlisted all his videos for some reason.
So
So that
he's focusing on his DJ career, he's trying to get a real job.
yeah, they're still up, but they're just on unlisted. So yeah, DM our channel if you want to watch any of his vids.
That's right, all 10 viewers of this channel.
If you're watching, if you're listening,
Shit!
I love you.
And we were supposed to have a special guest to give election coverage. Nonny Walks. And now Hamish is being blocked over this.
She vote for Fraser Anning. No, you blocked me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You blocked me.
yeah,
Yeah,
but-
we're still talking.
maybe you can explain what you did.
Okay,
To
so
a
let's
very
talk about
nice
this.
lady
Let's talk
on the
about this.
internet.
So, you had a crush on... Well, how did you find Nonny Walks in the first place?
Well, I just follow all the Sky News girls.
Sky News girl.
So she works for Sky News because she didn't seem to have like a.
She says she works in like a nursing facility or something.
No, it's like just a.
Ah, now the truth's coming out.
So,
So, we find... I look in Steve... I see Steve's feed on Twitter, and it's just a bunch of AFL fantasy and conservative e-girls. So I'm thinking, what's up with this? Steve's got a hidden dark twisted fantasy. So there's this one chick called Nonnie Walks who apparently, she's a decent girl. She's from New Zealand, grew up in Gold Coast.
But she's very conservative. So Steve
has fake tits.
Follows her, and I noticed that she did a lot of nude modelling.
She doesn't do that.
She does. She literally does. So I thought it was funny.
You just make this up.
No, it's true.
What?
It's true. It is literally true.
Dude, we've got so many.
We've got evidence.
Nudes.
Okay, here's to clear the room.
No, she's a very respectable lady. She works.
She's very
9 to 5.
very conservative.
Yeah, and she posts her nudes on Facebook, and she's got a fake. TikTok
She would
as well.
never do that.
Anyway, she says she's a big conservative, yet she has fake breasts and she does nude modeling. So I called her out. I was just like, it's funny how you say all this stuff on your Twitter, but you're a very, a bit of a slut. No. You're a bit, you're doing all this. I find it very disrespectful. You're doing all this nude modeling.
Come on, you don't find that disrespectful.
Yeah, no, of course not, but it was funny. So I said it, and then...
You sent Hamish today a screenshot of your computer and it was filled with viruses. You've got these random girls popping up as your browser.
What?
Watching too much porn.
What are you talking about?
No, he thinks when I said you're watching too much porn, he took it literally.
Oh, right. No. But
NoFap.com.
it's just from torrenting Game of Thrones, basically. So Nonnie Walks. we just had a classic banter back and forth. I was just basically lightly calling her a hypocrite, and she was replying. It was playful, and then Hamish sent her a photo of Maddie Z, who has a crush on her. That's confirmed. And then she replied a few tweets later with a nude photo, which was directed at me after I'd feigned outrage about it. Anyway, she's deleted it since, but I think Steve is quite jealous that we got nudes out of her with 6 tweets.
So she's done a whole lot of nude shots, and this led to Steve becoming outraged and blocking us all on Twitter.
Yeah.
Got anything to say about that? I don't really care, to be honest. I still check up on your profile sometimes.
But why are you white knighting this girl that you don't even know?
She's got a BF who's coming in her, and she's going to be off birth control soon, and she's going to get pregnant. What do you think about that? Would you happily masturbate in the corner of the room and they're having sex in?
Well, maybe the husband will fuck off and he can raise her son.
Or maybe you just got to hope that he's a cuck. You just got to pray. Is this too much for you, Steve?
Steve.
You can tap out if you want.
Steve, if your crush, right, got pregnant and had a child, but then she divorced her, or she just broke up with her boyfriend, would you swoop in even though she had a child?
Look, this is... I don't need the microphone right next to me. This is very hypothetical, all these questions.
Yeah, but just answer it.
For one, she was doing art, she said.
Yeah.
What? She was doing art.
Yeah, the nude photos were art.
Oh yeah, well, every chick says that. Oh yeah, it's just art.
Secondly,
Yeah.
she has a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if he broke up with her, would you go out with her even though she had a kid?
What's your purpose of following these girls? Do you get something out?
One question at a time.
His eyes are darting around the room. He's looking for help.
Let's just cut this segment.
Cut.
Alright, I want to talk about the election because I want us all to talk about our voting experiences today.
Let's go.
So today I slept in. I went out at 2 and I hadn't eaten anything all day and I was just flagging, I was basically collapsing. I was talking to the campaign at the flyers and I was just like...
Yeah, you're collapsing.
That's
So, I'm going in. I'm fucking keeping myself balanced on the ballot sheet. I vote for the Senate and and I come out and I have my snag and it's fucking $2.50.
It took you 50 minutes to vote.
No, it was $2.50 for the snag. Can you fucking believe this? everyone's talking like
This
this.
is why we need a Labor government so it's free.
Yeah, exactly. This quote-unquote democracy sausage everyone's talking about. Big fucking whoop. $2.50 out my pocket.
Yeah, well, the money goes to charity. Big deal.
Yeah, which charity? Fucking... It's probably that Coney 2012 charity. That's how fucking out of touch these fucking suburban mums are.
2019.
He's back.
Here we
Well,
go.
actually, I had a really nice lady this morning, like Bethany, 90-year-old, teaching me how to vote.
Gilf.
So you didn't know how to vote?
Well, when she asked, I just said, and then she said, darling, we better teach you.
Yeah.
That was a little bit of a...
Was she a Liberal voter?
Did you just get a little bit
Did that make you a bit hard?
excited?
Some blood flowing. That's what I'm gonna say.
He's looking happy.
Yeah, it's like,
This kid's looking ecstatic.
Why was that the best part of your voting experience?
Well, not many people call me darling.
Yeah.
Normally people
Well,
call
that's
you
all it
darling,
takes.
or normally people
If
don't?
you
you need to go to the strip
if
club.
you're a large body of water
Yeah,
in the
call you
north, you would be called the Murray Darling.
Yeah, they might call you more than darling.
Yeah.
All right, Liam, tell us about your voting experience. Did anyone call you darling?
No, unfortunately, nobody called me darling. But yeah, I voted at Rose Park primarily because I'm pretty much on that street, and
Yeah.
the thing was it must be like the safest Liberal sort of seat, yeah, because there's like 6 Liberal volunteers, 1 Labor volunteer who didn't even bother to hand out flyers to anybody,
Jesus.
and then 1 Greens volunteer was trying to like pass the flyers to everybody, and they just said nah. It was a very good voting experience. I didn't have any gilfs that came up to me and winked at me when I was voting, so it's not as exciting as yours. But yeah, it was because I'm in a very liberal, pretty much in the seat of Sturt, so very
Pine's old seat.
very liberal.
And
sort of
James
experience.
Stevens won the seat.
Yeah.
Now, Steve, what's it like having a friend who's a Labor voter?
No,
Yeah,
Nick's
yeah.
a Greens voter.
How do you settle your differences?
Well,
Left, right, good night.
What do you think about Nick? Xenophon.
He should be
One
outed, man.
question at a time. So how do
Well-
you settle your differences with Nick? Because you guys are besties.
Yeah, and he votes for the Greens. He's got like polar opposite views of political views that you have.
So what do you think?
and he is studying gender studies at the moment, so I can't really take.
And you're
that
studying
seriously.
economics, so
But-
you need strong economic leadership. Don't
But the
you?
thing is that
So you need to pay him not to do gender studies.
they couldn't even get a woman to teach gender studies. They just got this 40-year-old man who's done a PhD on it.
Wait, really? So there's a man teaching gender studies.
Yeah, they get a.
No, okay. I'm going to clarify the story. Matt Z's making shit up.
No, I'm not. I'm serious. Nick
No. Here's what actually happened. Nick is not doing gender studies. He's doing some like politics subjects where they have a different political ideology every week. So they have a lecture and they have to study it for the whole week. So one week they had socialism, one week Marxism. It was like a belief system. And one week they had feminism, and the lecture was ironically a man. Which I don't see a problem with.
There's
but,
only one reason that you would study gender studies.
Why is that? To get
Wink,
laid?
wink.
Yes!
Until you walk in there and just see that everyone's about twice your size and got red hair, and then
What's wrong with
wink.
red hair?
and then you just go straight to
Me just got
career advice and
like
say,
one
yeah, I want to change my course.
If you're struggling to get laid at uni, go to gender studies course and halfway through the lecture say, I've had enough about listening to his story. How about her story? They'll all get up and start clapping. That man was Albert Einstein.
All right, let's go on to the news. I think it's news time. I've got a bunch of great stories that I wanted to talk about. The first one is we had do you guys remember the Lime scooters that just got removed
Yeah,
from
there's
Adelaide?
two.
Yeah. They failed to renew their Adelaide Council contract.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's two new brands in the city.
But
Riders.
all right. In Brisbane though, they kept the Lime scooters and
someone died.
and things are going bananas.
You spoiled that story.
No. It's actually. Here's the headline. This is from a couple of weeks ago. Australian Lime scooters hacked to say sexual things to riders. At least 8 Lime e-scooters have been pulled from the streets of Brisbane this week after they were hacked to say sexual and otherwise offensive things. Lime calls the hack disappointing.
Wait, so was it the app that was saying it, or was it the scooter? Like, instead of like ringing the bell, it was, it would just say like, I don't know.
It was like the speakers within it were hacked. So when people interacted with it, it would start saying things like, "Don't take me around because I don't like to be ridden," and up to like fucking very racially charged things, basically mimicking like Vietnamese prostitutes and the like. You can listen if anyone wants to sample.
Is that the Lime scooter?
Thank you. Come again soon.
Okay, now. Surely something's cooked with it. Yeah, someone's fucking hacked it or something.
This is the Queensland populace figuring
It's
it
not
out.
like culturally appropriate.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, but if you're going to ride my ass, then please pull my hair, okay?
So that's what
So
the
it's pretty much my Chonny hacked the fucking Lime scooter.
yeah my Johnny was reading through the Lime scooters to sexually harass passengers. What do you think about that story, Steve?
That's
I think I would enjoy it.
Would you be stimulated? Yeah, that's it. You would laugh, or would you just get a little excited, like with the Grand
No, he'll just enjoy it. That's
what if would you want the Lime scooter to call you darling?
Yeah, as long as it's a 90-year-old.
Well, you know what they say. If there's no
Vote for Liberal.
if there's no teeth on the gums, play ball.
You go both ways, don't you?
Grey hair on the
He just
pitch.
doesn't like them if they're between the ages of 20 and 70. It's not for him.
27.
It's either before 20 or after 70. I mean, Noni walks. She's 17, isn't she?
How do you?
23.
Oh, what the fuck?
She's out.
She's out. Unfortunately, Maddie Z will not be attracted to Noni walks.
Would you ever donate your sperm?
No.
Why is that?
Look, this is very rude. Why can't we just have normal conversation?
Are you afraid that you'll produce more Maddie Z's in the world?
He's got too much of it. Okay,
Why
the
can't
next.
we look at their
All right,
sheet?
next because
Why do you only control?
because
what we talk
the
about?
director.
I've got to read the news stories and then
This
have you
kid.
react to it. All right, do you want
Kids react to news.
All right, okay. I'll let you read this one, Liam.
Can't we just do prank calls?
We will. We'll get to that.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so breaking news in health: Mongolian couple dies of plague after eating. What the fuck?
I heard that. This one. This is funny.
So a couple in Mongolia who consumes raw malmont meat as of. Wait, hang on. What the fuck?
They got the bubonic plague.
Right, this is too good.
Read it for the
what
audience.
Oh, I have to read word for word. There's like fucking 2 paragraphs.
That's live science. I mean, just start. I don't know.
Maddie Z, do you want to read this? All right. Of course he doesn't. He doesn't contribute to the podcast. A couple in Mongolia who consumed raw what the fuck? Malmont?
Marmot.
I've had too many fucking milds and pals for this. Meat has, as a folk remedy, have ended in contracting the plague. Wait, really? As in the black plague?
Yeah.
What the hell? According to the news report, the husband and wife who ate raw marmot meat and organs. Oh, so they ate the but so they just pretty much deep throated the entire marmot.
Yeah.
All right. Were believed that for the good health, according to the Washington Post, but they soon developed serious symptoms, including fever and later vomiting blood. The Post report they died on May the 1st. Oh, so they didn't even get a vote Labour. Okay.
Well, they're from Mongolia, so.
But were they dual citizens? Okay.
Yeah.
The couple was diagnosed with, what the fuck? With Washington Post synephropathy, all right, with the plague, the age-old disease caused by bacterial Yidipit. I can't speak Latin.
Oh wait, wait. Let's
Mate, the words are jumping out of me. I can't understand
Come on.
The death prompted authorities to
How crap
impose.
is this?
The death prompted authorities to impose a quarantine in the area where the couple lived, a town in the Bayan Olgi province, bordering China and Russia.
We need more lamb.
The quarantine was lifted on May 6th, and no additional plague cases were recorded. So it was only 2 people died of the Black Death. But this is pretty funny because
So it was just the couple that died, but
because
like,
they ate raw marmots thinking it was good for them.
But okay, so is
Where are you going?
Oh, Liam said he wanted
A beer?
yeah.
yeah.
If you want to how about we finish
get
this
some.
story and then you go out and get some more beer? I just want to hear.
That's actually a good incentive for Manic
Yeah. So every story
Look,
has a
can't
beer.
you just sum this up into 2?
I did.
yeah,
I
yeah,
just
you
did.
do it. Okay,
Man,
you
but
do it.
Steve, you've got to react to this
So
naturally. without
2
pacing
people
around.
contracted the plague. What is your response?
Actually, I'm really scared at uni at the moment because there's this Asian girl that walks around with this mask,
Yeah.
and my
He's got the plague.
Iranian friend, like, I thought he was gonna console me and say, nah, that's just like Asians do, but he
Yeah.
says 23 people have died recently from influenza.
Yeah.
So then I go into full meltdown because she always likes to sit next opposite me.
Why do you think she's wearing the mask? It's so she isn't contagious.
Yeah,
What if she takes
but
the
she
mask
takes it off.
Oh, shit.
wait,
If
wait.
she took off the mask, would she die?
It would just be extremely painful.
Does she take off the mask when she speaks to you? So that way she can spit all over your
When she
face.
kisses you, she takes off the mask. No comment.
You're implying that a girl's ever kissed Maddie Z before.
Well, it wasn't out of passion. It was out of spreading influenza.
No, I'm actually avoiding her because she was actually giving advice to her friend not to go. Her friend is dating a 17-year-old, and she's saying about how there can be some consequences because her friend dated a 17-year-old, and apparently there's got some legal troubles.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so
Uh-oh.
they're saying
The Romeo
that,
and Juliet cause.
they're saying where play ball went.
They're under 20, I mean.
They're saying as long as there's grass on the pitch, play ball.
Yeah, but you do realise it's legal when you're 7. 17 is the age of consent in our state.
No, 17, 18.
Would you?
No,
It's
it's
not
17.
legal.
Yes, it is.
It's either-
17
I'm pretty
is
sure
the
it's
age of
16 and a
consent.
half or 17.
No,
You can-
17 is
You
the
can
age
go.
of consent.
You can go 17, but you can't go 17, 18.
No, but
correct.
17 is the age of consent in South
Yeah,
Australia.
only fail the 17-year-olds.
Oh, so now
Shit.
now that that's
I thought
come
we were
out
in
the
New South
woodwork,
Wales.
Jackson, now there's going to be some consequences. All those
Yeah.
schooly girls at the back of the bars. The one girl that you got with, you just looked down and she didn't have grass on the pitch.
I was 17 at school. I didn't do anything illegal.
There you go, Romeo and Juliet cause.
All right. Well, that's all you had to contribute to. I don't know how you go from the plague to So basically, this girl I talked to told me that her friend is 17, dating a 17-year-old.
Would you root this chick?
Is she hot?
Look, I'm massively turned off by her mask.
But when you see that mouth though, what that mouth do?
What did that mouth do?
I'm afraid of what that mouth has been.
Yes.
too good.
All right. You've earned your beer. You can go get some drinks. We'll take a quick break. Why does he keep? Steve seems to have this habit of sending ominous selfies to us
When
in the dark.
Let's break that down. Yeah, but he has a real really position against posed selfies.
Yeah, and yet he does it.
Yeah, he does it.
He had a go. Okay, we need to talk about this because he did have a go at all of us for the fact that our Facebook profile photos are staged, as in we posed for them.
Yeah, he said that he doesn't like it that we're not in a natural state, as in like, we'll be smiling or posing sort of, which I don't really get because we're not really the poser type.
Yeah.
it's because we weren't T-posing in Italy.
That's exactly right. We weren't posing in Venice.
Yeah. Interesting man.
Yeah, nobody can break him down.
Oh, you're young.
Holy shit. he
Well,
got
well,
four.
look at the city slicker and his fancy German
A
Heineken.
Heine in 3 bloody miles. What are you doing?
Where the fuck do you have miles?
I'm gonna admit it, but my dad does. You can close the door.
Thank you.
So Matty Z, what's your position against posed Facebook profile pictures?
Is this recording?
Yep.
Me? Well,
Yeah, you.
this is one of my big pet hates. I hate people who are posers.
What do you mean poses?
Well,
They pose for photos?
like,
What is she supposed to do?
people.
Mate, you're in the wrong century. In the 1880s, yeah, they like criticised people that smiled, but you know.
Yeah, they still posed for paintings.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
had to. There's the only documentation.
For 6 fucking hours.
Well, people have fake profile pictures, basically,
What do you mean?
that you can barely tell what they look like in real life.
Oh, that's kind of hard.
Yeah, but okay. Here's the counterpoint to that. Matthew doesn't even have his face on his Facebook profile picture. It's just a logo he
He
made.
doesn't even have his real name for his stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can't criticize anyone for looking fake when you literally have a fake anonymous Facebook profile.
What do you expect the photographer's going to do? Hey, get back here, I want to take a photo of you. So you're not posing. Stop running away from me.
And these people, they put like bunny ears and a dog face on them. Come on.
Oh, those are thoughts, Matty Z.
Yeah, their thoughts are
You just need
different.
to stop going on thought.com.
AKA Tinder.
AKA...
How come every girl in the world has dog face and watches The Office? It's
AKA...
because he only talks to girls on Tinder.
Buy a film.
Don't worry, Matty Z, I've got you. I've got the bottle opener.
I got you, babe.
And Jackson, like you,
Yeah.
you're just on the beach in your profile. I can barely recognize you in real life. I think, who is this guy? And then just Liam with his beer, holding a beer, looking like an alcoholic.
A little fun fact for you.
Just a little alcoholic, yeah.
Did you know that a female took that photo? Yeah, he's getting fucking... He's freaking
I
out
wish
at the
I could
moment.
record that fucking reaction.
Alright, you don't have to brag who took the photo.
Was she prime?
She was so prime.
And then,
Actually, she was on your top 10 list in Maryville.
oh, was she the blonde one? The one that you always... Liam, he loves stuffing stuff in a girl's, hoodie. Like, he just wanted to touch her all lesson, but he couldn't actually touch her, so he had to just touch the jumper.
This is horny.
So he had to fill it up with all his pants. And then she was like, oh, come on, your pants so small, you compensating for something?
This is coming from you that you wouldn't even speak to a girl in year 12.
This guy wouldn't even get the ear jumper.
It's too expensive, man.
So you sat next to the blonde one and then the other
No,
one.
I sat next to Hamish.
Who took that photo of you on the beach? Oh wait, no.
On the beach?
Wait, your new profile picture, the power.
No, it was either
You
Amelia
can't
or
even
Tash.
remember the girls because you got so many on the run.
Yeah, exactly.
Bangarang.
He recognised it instantly.
Bangarang.
Alright, anyway.
And
So,
then
what's your
took-
conclusion?
Who took your photo, Jackson?
Gadam Orge.
That's actually true.
You're just a little bit upset that Liam got a girl to take his photo.
I think you're projecting there, Matty Z.
This kid.
Well, Casper took my photo, so that's kind of close.
When's the
That's about as
last?
close as you can get.
When's the last time you talked to a girl, Jackson?
Yesterday?
He's talking to one right now. Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah. In my course. Talked to plenty of girls.
Put your hand up if you're a virgin.
Matty Z, put your hand down.
Now we know you came 3 times in 5 seconds. That's okay.
That was
That
incompetence.
is
Matty
actually an
Z.
achievement.
This kid's is
3
very
nuts,
efficient.
5 seconds. Who wins?
I gotta say that would. Oh my
I like it. You were just in the middle of a sentence, and then Hamish scrolled over an old rage comic.
It says, today I'll ask the magic mirror a question. Mirror, mirror on the wall, will you perform torture, cock and ball? And then some boot from the mirror kicks the guy's dick.
This is a future Liberals one.
Liam, he always sends me photos after he goes to the parties. On
on
Sunday morning, he'll just send all these photos, and it's so cruel.
When?
Jesus.
You do it all the time.
No, I don't.
You
I don't
just-
send you anything.
You're just like, oh yeah, I go to heaps of parties, and I say, can you invite me? And you'll be like, yeah.
Now,
And
I've
then on
never
the-
said that. I've never said that to you, and I've never sent photos. The photos I would have sent would be either photos of a wall or of you.
No, I got heaps, but you delete them all. You delete them.
Yeah, here we go. So Matty Z, he will remove every single message. Like
No.
1 second after he sent a message on any
On
platform,
Facebook
being
Messenger.
yeah, Facebook Messenger, being in a
You
group
can
chat
delete it.
or a PM, yeah, he will remove it immediately. Like literally 1 second after.
It's
He'll literally
insane.
reply to you.
It's
and then
so
you remove
annoying
it.
because if you check your messages, and you've left it like a couple of hours, you check it and it says Steve removed a message. Steve removed a message. Steve removed a message. Can you justify that?
And
Why you don't-
we've made a pact. Matty Z and I, we've made a pact that we will not remove everybody's or each other's messages, and we will not screenshot. Yet this kid removes his messages and screenshots my fucking messages every bloody day.
Look.
I'm looking.
I'll remove them.
The thing is that you always say, if I remove another message, that you'll block me, but you never do.
The blocks now.
But to be fair, if Liam blocked me, I would actually have no one to talk to on Messenger. The only
Sad music.
You still got me.
You still got me.
yeah, I suppose Jackson.
What about me?
What about Hamish?
He's blocked.
What about Alec?
The only person I send message to is Liam.
Oh,
There you go. You see, I feel very privileged yet very scared.
It's the kind of messages he sends is like, what are you wearing?
it's just like you are.
Pretty much. Not for a quick chat.
How many people would you say that you speak to on Messenger, Jackson?
I expect
Regularly.
Respect to you. I don't know. Not a lot, to be honest. I'm not a big Facebook guy,
Yeah.
but I don't know. A circle of about 8 people, not including group chats.
How reactive is your girlfriend Hamish when you just got another girl popping up in the messages? Does she just eye off your phone?
She gets very jealous.
Like the group chat message.
He's gone through so many phones. It's ridiculous.
He's got
Got
burner
one
phones.
last one for Facebook.
Yeah, all for his side hustles.
Categorize them. It makes life easy.
Underworld figures I may or may not be associated with.
Where is Eloise tonight?
Not a party.
What?
I wasn't invited.
This is a really aggressive question. Who's in lanes?
She just got by, but she just went to bed.
Fair enough. It's fucking midnight.
Wouldn't blame her, to be honest.
I feel like I always comment on this room. It does feel like a war bunker, like a war room.
Yeah.
And when it gets late, especially when we're recording the podcast, it just feels like we're at wit's end, and we're just we know we're fucked. The enemy has just crossed the line, and we're just we gotta pull something out of our ass. And then Steve's like, yeah, I got blocked the other day.
So Steve, how are you gonna move forward?
Move forward.
Moving forward, yeah. What's next for Heineken drinking Steve?
How's your degree going?
Well, I was speaking to
a girl.
No, that's a bit of a stretch, Liam. Come on.
That's
Not
right,
a chance. Not
Let's
Speaking
be
to a
realistic
man.
here. No, I was speaking to a refugee at the breakfast, and he said the tutors, the refugee tutors, they only want refugees, and
What do you think about all the international students that are coming into universities?
I sit next to them.
Do you welcome them with open hands?
Well, they probably think you are a refugee. I mean, you look very Syrian, to be honest.
Yeah, you're
Like-
a Syrian refugee.
My problem is that all they do all day is have Google Translate on one side of the page, and the other their work. They have to copy and paste everything to Google Translate. How did they get into university? They don't even know how to read or write. They have to write everything
You know what they do?
in Chinese, and then they have to copy it to
You
English.
know what they do at my TED? They copy just whole assignments and then they put it in this thing called a paraphrasing tool.
Yeah.
So it just replaces all words with synonyms. A lot of the time it doesn't make sense, especially for technical terms.
That's actually a big problem in universities. Four Corners did a thing about how that Australia's second biggest export now is now education, and there's so many English second language students coming here, and universities is actually pushing more like essay writing, even in like mathematics courses or engineering courses. They want more like communication skills as well, and then the ESL students are shitting themselves because they can barely talk to their fellow students, and now they have to write like 2,000 word essays and like oh. So it's interesting to hear what kind of strategies they use.
Well, I have a counterpoint to their fellow students because, like, you know, it's pretty much 80% of their fellow students are from the same fucking country. They're from, they're exchanging.
I mean, it's a cultural gap as well as a language gap. Yeah.
That was the funny thing about, like, I saw that same report and Indians are like pissed off because like, yeah, we're gonna come here and party hard with all these white girls and it's gonna be sick, and then just like go into the class and half of them Mumbai's there.
Yeah.
The same idea.
Wait, everyone here's doing IT? Oh fuck!
I don't know, it's only me, man. What do you mean the whole door is all Mumbai girls?
So literally, yeah.
Pretty much, it's the
They
future
got
Labour
baited.
wants.
Now, Steve, are you gonna start looking for some economist jobs?
Because it's the last year of your degree. Did you go to the job fair this year?
You didn't enroll.
Actually, I remember you sent a photo, a screenshot of your submission to Bendigo Bank. Oh my god!
He needs
What's
to
that?
go.
This kid wants to bloody join, don't you?
As a matter of fact.
So are you going to work for a bank soon?
Yeah, Bendigo Bank. They replied. They said I don't have the job, which I'm not happy.
You don't have the degree yet.
Just say you're
No, they were looking for 30-year students.
Oh,
Just say you're a transsexual, and you'll get in straight away.
Yeah.
So you're a
really
brown
They haven't filled
transsexual.
their transsexual quota.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're a
Just say-
brown
just
transsexual
say-
escaping now.
Just reply saying, "Are you trying to be racist?" And that
Just say you're a Syrian refugee, and a few years ago you were a woman. And that's why you have trouble.
Jesus.
Well, I gotta try anything. It's desperate times.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
how come Bendigo didn't take you? Why do you think that is?
No idea.
Because you didn't know.
they're not even
didn't-
one of the major four banks.
Your
so-
dad wasn't.
I even had the buzzwords that Liam gave me.
Were
Oh,
you wearing
Liam sent me a
like
list
cock
of
and ball
buzzwords,
torch.
and I just put them in.
Were you wearing chinos and R.M. Williams at the interview? Or were you wearing...
Yeah, exactly.
He's
What are
wearing
you
what he's
doing?
wearing now. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. They know you're a Labour voter,
Do you
so
think
they
do you
kicked
think
you
you're
off.
better or worse off? Do you think you're better off in a Liberal government or a Labor government for jobs?
Wait, considering you just voted Liberal this morning.
I want to see if he backtracks on his decision.
Well, if I had a Porsche, well, I could get some more tax cuts to get another Porsche. But if I'm just average Joe, it's probably maybe Labour.
But you're below. Yeah.
So why did you vote
Yeah,
for
exactly. You're below average Joe as well.
He thinks
like-
he's going to get a Porsche in a few years and he's going to get the tax breaks. He's like, yeah, once I get there, I'll be alright. But just for now, it's really hard.
All right, do we want another juicy news story?
Yeah, we'll take that. I think we've gone off topic.
I think we need something for
That's so far away from
for
that.
the listeners.
Yeah.
All right, we got a new one. So this is pretty funny.
Bailey's drink.
So this was last week, just before the election. Australian $50 note typo, spelling mistake printed on 46 million $50 bills. And guess what the word they misspelt on the bill was? Responsibility.
You know, Jackson, this is just a recycled story.
Isn't this ironic?
This
Well,
is-
I didn't fucking
this is
come
on-
up with it.
This has been on, this has been on all the radio stations. I even got a recording from this.
The radio
from Danny
station.
Lake.
Oh, I don't listen to radio, so I thought this was funny.
Even
Yeah,
on,
this was hilarious.
That's it now.
Well, had you heard of that story?
Yeah, I heard of it. Like, you know,
Yeah,
it was,
the
it was,
RBA,
it was,
they-
Yeah, I mean, it was a
it was
pretty,
a shit ton. Yeah, they forgot the second I.
Yeah,
Or
I
put in
think
a
so,
third.
yeah.
No, there was a few words that they got wrong on there.
No, it's
Yeah.
just responsibility.
No,
I
there
thought
was
it
a
the only
few.
one. Oh,
It
really?
doesn't matter because it's so fucking tiny, but it still is a fuck up.
Exactly. Well, it's just hilarious that pretty much every single $50, well, the new $50 note that Australia's got doesn't reflect responsible government. So, you know.
What do you think of that, Steve? Is it an over?
This is the future the Labor government wants.
Who's so bored that they just read notes? $50 notes.
You think something? Well,
Virgins?
Adam George. Well, people obviously use that money all the time. They probably just read and went, "Oh, wait, that's not how you do it."
Yeah, it's probably just some person that wanted to look at the new 50 and went,
But
fuck?
to be fair, who the fuck uses cash nowadays except for old people and drug dealers?
boomers.
But that's funny. You must have found that funny, Liam, as you are a coin collector.
I found it hilarious. I've dabbled in my coin and note collecting.
Are there any red notes?
Well, they are. Like in 2001, there was a very special $5 note.
Was it
that,
in commemoration 9/11?
no, not quite. it was a bit before September 11th, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was very interesting.
What was on it?
One of the founding fathers and some old lady. Oh, not the Queen. It was another old lady. I forgot. I can't.
So I had someone else on.
Yeah, I don't know the names of them, but
Dame Edna Andridge.
possibly. I can't remember the names. Matty Z, help me out. This kid doesn't know fucking coins for the life.
Actually,
Yeah, nice history degree.
Actually,
too.
I bought a few coins. I bought one actually off Alex.
Did it have Abraham?
To have
Lincoln
gold
on it?
or silver in it.
It was around 50 cents.
80% silver. You
How
know,
much did you
three
pay
of
for
them
it?
make an ounce.
$11.
You pay $11 for a
$11?
50-cent coin, you fucking
Oh my
retard,
God, the
and you
spot-
study
The
economics.
spot price is like $8.80. What the fuck?
Get out of here.
This kid got ripped. So, Matty Z, what are you going to do with that around 50-cent piece?
And he made up all this stuff, making that it was a great deal. He said his dad got it valued last night for like $20, and he was gonna give it to me for like $11 because he was strapped to cash.
That's the oldest trick in the book.
I want you believe.
He even said it's
I actually can't believe you fell for that.
He even said
And it was a regular 50-cent coin sprayed with gold.
he even said his granddad gave it to him on his deathbed.
Oh my god.
I won't lie, I've done that before with a few bags of something.
Yeah. Yeah, Terrence McKenna gave this bag to me.
Holy
We're
fuck.
going to be paying 50, so...
This kid.
Alright, well. Did you learn a lesson at least?
Not really.
No, he bought 10 more.
Alright, so we do have a question segment this week, if you're so inclined, and these questions are actually 6 months old because I kept forgetting to put them in the run sheet. Do you want to hear some questions, Steve?
Can we just do prank calls?
Yeah, sure. Adam George is going to be crying right now.
Let's call McDonald's or something.
Yeah, this is McDonald's.
Let's go.
Oh, we've already done this.
G'day, this is Bill Shorten. Now, we tried really hard, Adam, but we didn't get over the line. I was just wondering... I was just wondering, would you find it your heart to make a quick donation to the Labour Party before I exit?
Yeah, what do you need?
Your Ferrari laptop.
I don't know where you're going to find one of those, mate. They gave it up a while ago.
Listen here. This is John Howard. I'm bloody here with Bill Shorten because I'm disappointed in him. I think he didn't have it in him, but I've actually defected to the Labor Party. My last few years alive are committed to the Labor Party, and Adam, it would mean a lot if you were to donate.
Now listen here, John Howard. Family Jordan told me very specifically to stay well away from you, so I'm having nothing to do with your shenanigans.
Nah, I'm a bloody good bloke. I like cricket. Do you like cricket, Adam? I bloody love the cricket. I like hockey too. The bastard.
I played one term of cricket at PSA and it's utter shit.
Oh, I have none of that. I don't even want your money anymore, Adam.
You know what I mean?
You bloody offended me.
G'day, this is the ghost of Bob Hawke.
Let me sleep, you dumb cunt.
Stop haunting him, Hawkey.
Are you gonna move to New Zealand?
Nah, I think I'm gonna stick it out.
Just wait till next election, Richard and Natalia. I grow stronger every election. I'm gonna get 2 seats in the lower house next election. And I will go for it.
Have you done any weed gummy bears?
I don't know where this is going, to be honest.
Adam, this is cut.
You've just been pranked by the Salmon Basketball Podcast.
Yes! John Howard wasn't here. Did you really think John Howard was here?
9/11.
Alright, can we just... I feel we should wrap this up.
Alright, I've
Get
got a
on the
question
podcast.
here from Melanie, age 6, and she said, Steve, you fucked my wife last year in the casino bathrooms in New Year's Eve. Fuck you, mate. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Be a German.
Okay.
What are you doing?
And try to get a job.
At all, mate. I'm from Germany.
Trying
I was always
to get a job as being a German.
Hello. Hello there.
Subway Stephanie Cohen speaking.
Hello there. I am. Do you have any employments there?
Sorry, can't get what you're saying.
Hello, this is Hans. Do you have any employments? May I get a job? Hello?
Hello.
Hello? I was wondering, do you have any employment opportunities there?
The job. Just a second. So what customers? Sorry.
I have a lot of customer experience.
Right. Okay.
Or
Well,
can I
you
get
can
a
apply. You can apply over here by sending a resume. Thank you.
You fuck yourself.
Okay, then. Thank you. Have a good night.
Mama Luigi!
What a rude prick.
Matty Z, do you have any stories?
Well, Liam told me to join the army reserves.
And are you going to? Are you going to?
Well, will you? Will you serve the nation proud?
Liam said that I may work with a girl, and I was like, oh, Liam, that's a bit rude.
What?
I mean, I'm homosexual, so...
But I'm scared that I'll get shot. I don't want to serve overseas.
Bye, girl.
No.
You know the reserves
Come
don't
shot.
serve overseas.
Well,
Unless
they
there's a
can.
draft.
Yeah, if they volunteer to, they can.
Unless we happen to go to war with Iran in the next 24 months.
Which could be a
Recorded
possibility.
on May 8th.
Yeah.
Just remember this.
Which could be in August.
Iran war, if there happened to be a war with Iran,
You get $160 a day.
Tax free.
how many hours though?
6.
So you have to do a 30.
Dinner.
You have to do a. There's a 35-day basic training course, and they starve you.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, they don't.
They do. It even says on the thing.
No, they physically
On the
challenge you. They don't starve you.
Physically challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
You.
Actually,
okay.
you were in the army.
Yeah, exactly.
Steve, you don't starve if you know how to forage and hunt properly.
So, Liam, what do you do on the 35-day challenging basic training?
You hunt wolves and dingoes.
Well, it's actually quite easy. If you half switch on, like you wake up at 6 and you go to bed at 10, but it's just You can sleep. You can daydream during the day. I mean, half of the shit's pretty easy. It's like, you know, how to put on clothes, how to lace up your boots,
How to put on clothes.
how to make a bed. Yeah, literally, that's like the first 2 weeks of army. It's ridiculously easy.
Did anyone fail how to put on clothes?
This one girl did, and it was so funny.
You had to show her how it's done.
Yep, I took photos, and then I sent them to you.
Liam's telling you
Time to hit the road. Am I supposed to talk in
you're
this
telling your
segment,
army
or-
And so what do you?
time to put on your clothes.
So you just all boys? Is it a little bit
No,
a little bit like a jail situation?
It'd be about 60.
What? Like a jail situation?
What the hell is this?
That's what my mum said. Like people just join the army to
To
Get
fuck
laid.
each other. No, that's the Navy.
Yeah, you dickhead.
Yeah,
It'd be about
because
60,
You spend the whole time
35.
surrounded by seamen.
Be about 60-35. The other 5% is unspecified. But you know, everything else is, you know, fair game. I don't know if you're straight, to be honest. So you know.
Can we go to Aqaba?
Oh, that's the 1 a.m.
What? Yeah, 1 a.m.
It's time for a granny gum job.
Actually, can we go to Aqaba?
They will be.
So desperate.
They will be so tight.
They'll be so tight as he like fucking puts 2 hands together.
You just look down and it'll be like a balloon deflating.
They'll basically be falling down the stairs.
And you'll
Wait, no, you mean like a hot dog rolling down the stairs? Is what you mean. That's the saying.
You mean
I'll
kicking a
just
footy
be
in
the
a-
knight in the shining armor, just helping them.
Oh wait, you mean they'll literally be falling down the stairs?
What if she turns out to be?
So you're throwing a sausage down the hallway, or what fucking analogy are you trying to use?
They're literally gonna be tripping over because they're gonna be drunk as fuck, and he's gonna walk in and go, "Hey, ladies, can I go to your house?"
No, but you don't speak to girls, remember?
That's why we got Ultimate Wingman Hamish.
Yeah, Hamish. Find out from Hamish.
So
next.
what?
So essentially, you whisper into
What's your current
Hamish's ear.
success rate with this guy?
0.1.
It's a foolproof plan.
It is foolproof. I mean, when they're 106 years old, I mean, what really can they do?
Yeah, I just take the walking stick away.
Serial granny rapist.
They'll have me on a current affair.
Coming to a headline near you.
Jesus. So we're ready to wrap up the podcast.
Do we have any more questions?
I mean, you can read them if you want. There's questions down the bottom.
Questions. George from Newcastle. Matty Z, what relationship advice do you have?
Well,
Relationship advice?
Yeah, so George from Newcastle is asking to you specifically, Matty Z, what relationship advice do you have?
Well, I'm surprised he would ask me. It'd be better off asking you, Liam.
Well, I mean, you probably have the more sort of honed in relationship advice since you target a very specific demographic, being German girls named Clara.
Well, I suppose if I give him advice, it would be what not to do. He could learn not what to do because I can't.
What are 2 situations what you should not do if you approach a girl named Clara?
Well, I use a great pickup line.
What is it?
Is it scrambled eggs?
Exactly.
Wait, can you expand on that?
He makes a woman scrambled eggs. That's it.
where is this?
So
Where are we
if
going with this?
you want relationship advice, you should make scrambled eggs.
Yep.
Thanks, Matty Z. Here's another question: How to you get a GF?
What?
A GF.
How to you get a GF?
Who wrote this question?
I don't know. Probably Jackson because he printed it in the paper off.
No, I copied and pasted.
Oh, okay.
I think that was from George, actually.
George
O'Mani.
That's me.
Age.
How to you get a GF?
DS.
No, GF.
A Nintendo DS. How do you get a Nintendo DS? In
Where
this
the
current
indie games.
economy, I mean,
Very
you know.
nice to
Well, what you gotta do, you either gotta be rich or really good looking.
So either live in the seat of Sturt or be good looking.
And if you got neither of them, you got dire hope.
That's why you haven't got a GF yet.
I've got a message here on the Gmail. Melanie from age 6 for Wayne Browder wants to know what's the difference between a hard cunt and a cunt that goes hard.
This has already been a question answered on the podcast. Why are we recycling?
Because she keeps saying it. She says it every episode.
A hard cunt you only want to associate with a little bit, but a cunt that goes hard, I can get around him.
I say the opposite. Because the cunt that goes hard is going to be too fucked up and shit goes down, but the hard cunt's going to be ready for anything.
So Dougie from Bendigo asks, why do you call the whiny guy Steve sometimes and Matthew other times? It's bloody confusing. Also, the cast needs more Alec. Outro. Oh, wait, hang on, that's...
From Alec.
Yeah, so sometimes we call you Steve, sometimes we call you Matthew, our cast. Why is that?
I mean, Facebook is Steve John, isn't it?
But your real name is
Cut
Matthew
that,
Zalkowski.
cut that.
What's your middle name, Gregory? Matthew Gregory Zalkowski.
Well, the thing is, if you want to run for, say, Prime Minister,
Yeah.
you don't want your dirty laundry to be brought up in
I don't think you have any
15 years' time.
So are we saying Matthew Zalkauskas is going to run from fucking Prime
I was
Minister?
going to say Matthew Zarkowskis soils himself. Dirty laundry.
See, if it's you, Liam, they might hack into you.
What
I
I'm
know,
trying to
right?
make is that a bunch of candidates this election got disendorsed or whatever because they posted stuff on their social media. Because obviously the opposition or whoever's your opponents are going to look dirt up on you. So what you got to do is have no social media record.
Am I doing that? Steve John goes up to buddy, I don't know. What's a good strip club you like? I don't know.
Palace.
Yeah,
I think he
Palace.
was- I think he was-
Goes to the Palace and goes like, my name's Steve John.
He was there with that One Nation candidate.
Yeah. He was actually there
He was
asking
with
for
the NRA.
NRA funding.
And Pete Finn was there as well.
So, can you answer me this riddle? You're drinking Bundy rum and your lips.
And Liam did say that I would be a good spy for ASIO.
You would be a good spy for ASIO, simply due to the fact you look like a Serbian.
Andy!
Hi, mate. What's the good word?
So that's going to be Steve in a few years.
Which one?
Liam,
Yeah,
how did you get here?
how did I get here?
Well, when man
ran.
loves a woman very much, he puts his penis in a
hole.
hole.
Real and big.
You ran with Aaron William boots.
How did you get here?
I walked.
So
And
I
he'll
ran.
do it again.
I ran and you walked.
Liam,
This guy's a liberal voter.
What?
you you just look too liberal for me.
I went to a Liberal Party function.
You even got the haircut. Come on.
to a Liberal
This
Party
thing-
function.
Steve literally all night has been ragging on the Liberal Party. I just don't
Yeah, but you voted for the Liberals.
The thing that just annoys me a little bit is that the inequality. Some rich people, they say they deserve the money, but yet they get sent to PAC $30,000, and then their dad just gives them a job straight away, even though that they failed.
Do you wish you were there?
Sound a little socialist, doesn't
Yeah, he does.
It's like, why is that money
It's really
redistributed?
The revolution
To the
begins.
lower class.
The revolution begins on the Salmon basketball podcast.
So do you think do you think the workers should actually have a bit more control?
The thing is that there's Uber drivers doing 10-hour shifts who are earning like peanuts, and then
Because
they
they can't deliver a fucking coffee and biscuit.
it's just unfair.
Yeah. Do you think trickle down economics is a scam?
People work a lot harder than these guys at the top.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I never thought Matty was a communist.
He's finally getting red pill.
He's getting rid of it after he voted. After he voted in Liberals for 3 more years.
It's only been Libs only like declared victory an hour ago. It's like the wealth's not being redistributed.
The Liberal government.
You've got 4 more years of this punk. How do you feel?
What's right?
No youth allowance for me. It's like, we need lower tax cut for business owners when they're already millionaires.
Yeah, you're right. The big ones, yeah.
What about the
Yeah,
driving
let's
guys?
mess them up.
The tax rates for the corporations are way too low. Right?
Just because they have lower tax cuts doesn't mean they're going to employ more people.
Do you think
No.
we need to?
Oh my
do
God.
you think we need more migrants or less migrants, or about the same as that?
Well, migrants are my only friends.
And he's as I can get.
Do you think people on the dole should be tested for drugs? Or you're indifferent?
Alright, let's finish. Good night, peoples.
No. Good night, Australia. Thank you for listening to episode 8 of the Salmon Basketball Podcast. If you made it all the way to the end, we commend you. And if you DM us, we'll give you a Maya $20 gift card. But only if you listen to this segment. So any cunters who dropped out, you fucking lost all your money, didn't you? So yeah, please email us at salmonbasketballpod@gmail.com. Any questions you might ask, especially Melanie H6. Any closing words, fellas?
No.
Thanks for listening. If you still actually listen to this podcast, I can thank you. Grandma, if you're listening.
And I'll meet you at the Akbar next week.
Oh, disgusting.